Hi friends, today we are going to discuss about the elastic net regression algorithm in the Python. So in previous lecture I already discussed about the theory concept of the elastic net regression. So in this lecture I am going to explain about the elastic net regression by using the Python programming. So here I am taking the same dataset which I was explained in previous lectures. So that is the Boston house price data. So first I am importing the required libraries pandas, numpy, matplotlib and cbun. So next I am importing the dataset. So this is the data. So already I explained about this all steps. What is the describe method, what is the head part, what is the shape. So everything I was explained in previous lecture. So here I am not going to detail here. So here I am dividing my data into independent variable and the dependent variable x and y. So here I am divide the data into 80% for the training data and 20% for the test data. So here I am importing the ElasticNet library. So from sklearn.linear model import the ElasticNet regression. So train the model. So ElasticNet, so we are passing the two parameters. So what are the two parameters? Alpha is equal to alpha value and L1 ratio. So here they are the two parameters we are passing here. So next we have to feed the method and xtrain ytrain, so can execute it. So this is the model. So ElasticNet with the two parameters alpha value 0 and L1 ratio 0. So if you train the model, so you will get the train accuracy 76.99, and if you execute the, this is the auto score. So auto score is 57.85. So if you want to see this other evaluation metrics like mean absolute error, mean square error and root mean square error. So here I am making the data frame. So here the y-test values belongs to actual values and predicted values belong to the predicted values, and difference is nothing but the variance. So if I take the first 15 rows of the data, so here my 13th index is the actual value 20.4. So here the 13th observation is the actual value is 20.4. So these input values from here to here we are passing here to my model. So this model will predict the 19.19. See 19.19. When actual value is 20.4, so actually this target variable is at the 13th index. The actual value is 20.4, so this is the 20.4. So our model predicted the 19.19. So difference is 1.20. So this is my intercept value and this is my coefficient values. So how many inputs are there? That much of coefficient values will be existed. So if you want to see the corresponding coefficient values of this input variable, so crime is the feature, so that corresponding coefficient value is minus 0.12426. so this is the corresponding value. So if you want to plot the coefficient values, so this is the graph you can get. So this is from 0. So this is the from 0. So from 0 to upward is it is a positive direction, from 0 to downwards is the negative direction. So which means some of the coefficient values will be positive and some of the coefficient values will be negative. So if you want to import the, if you want to save the model, need the pickle file. So the pickle file, and you have to, by using the pickle file you can pass the input values and you will get the predicted value. Same, the predicted value 19.19 you got. Suppose if you want to check this train score, test score and mean absolute error, mean square error, root mean square error at different alpha values. So this is the code. If you execute this code, so here I am passing the alpha values 0, 0.001, 0.001, 0.01, 0.1, 0.3, 5, 0.7, 110. So this is the alpha value I am passing here to the elastic net, my model. So if the alpha value is 0.0, which means that alpha value is 0, the my trend score will be 0.7699 and test score will be 0.5785, and the difference means between the trend score and test score is the 0.1913. And in the meanwhile, the other evaluation metrics, mean absolute error, the mean square error and root mean square error. So which means at each different values of the alpha value, you will get the different trend score and test scores. So if you observe this graph, so here on x-axis I am taking the alpha values. So on x-axis I am taking the alpha values. So here alpha values from 0 to 4, 6, 8, 10, and this is the accuracy. Accuracy will be trend score and test score. So this is the test accuracies, the blue color, and this color is the trend accuracy. So when the alpha value is going to change, so there is also be trend score and test score is also be changing. So if you want to see in this graph, so the green color is nothing but the original values. So which means that our test values will be scattered, and our predicted values is the red color. So these are to be scattered. So if you want to see this graph, so here the original values are green colors are scattered, but this predicted values are be plotted. So if you want both are plotted, you can observe here. So both original and predicted values will be plotted. So in this elastic net, so in previous lecture I explained clearly what is mean by alpha value and what is mean by L1 ratio. So in previous lecture I already explained about that. So the alpha is equal to a plus b is equal to 1, and L1 ratio is equal to 1 when a is equal to 1 and b is equal to 0, which means that the L1 ratio formula is a by a plus b, which means a value 1, a value 1 plus 0, which means that value 1. So which means that L1 ratio is equal to 1 at alpha value 1. So which means that alpha is equal to 1 and L1 ratio is equal to 1. It is the lasso regression. So which means that the elastic net, this E net will work like lasso at alpha is equal to 1 and L1 ratio is equal to 1. So in this situation, so what are the values you will get in elastic net, the same values also be get in the lasso regression. Now we will check it. So here I am changing this alpha value here. I am changing the alpha value and L1 ratio. So from 0 to 1, alpha value 1 and L1 ratio 1. So I am executed. So my trend score will be changed from, it is 70.98, and the test R2 score will be 64.14, and mean absolute error, mean square error, root mean square will be 3.58, 28.97, 5.38. So what are the values you will get here? Mean absolute error, mean square error, root mean square error, the same values you will also get in the lasso regression. So now this is the coding about the lasso regression. So same, importing the data, same data set. So divide this same percentage 28 to 20. See, if you here I am using the lasso. from sklearn.linear underscore model import the lasso. So for this lasso my model passing the alpha value 1. So when alpha value passing, you can see my train score will be 70.98, R2 score is 64.14, and the mean absolute error, mean square error, root mean square error is same, which means that so train score will be 70.98 and R2 score will be 64.14, mean absolute error 3.58, mean square error 28.97, and root mean square error will be 5.38. So this is the result of the lasso at alpha is equal to 1. If you see this elastic net, when you alpha value is equal to 1 and L1 ratio 1, so here so alpha is equal to 1, L1 ratio 1, so this is the train score. So when you apply the elastic net, the train score will be 70.9, so which means this is the elastic net, E net. So the train score will be, so here I am writing here, so this is the E net at alpha is equal to 1 and L1 ratio 1. So in this situation the train score will be, see, you can observe here 70.98, and R2 score will be 64.14, R2 score 64.14, and so the mean absolute error 3.589, so mean absolute error 3.58 and mean square error 28.97 and root mean square error 5 point, root mean square error is 5.38. So this is the results. The blue color results are the elastic net regression at parameters alpha is equal to 1 and L1 ratio 1. So this is the results of the lasso regression at alpha value 1. So the values will be, everything is same here. So what are the values will be train score, R2 score, mean absolute error, mean square error, root mean square error. What are the values you got here? The same values will be also got here, which means that so elastic net will work when alpha is equal to 1 and L1 ratio is equal to 1. So in this situation elastic net, what are the values, what are the output, train score, test score, R2 score, mean absolute error, root mean square error, and mean absolute error. So what are the values you will get? The same values will be get when you apply the lasso regression. So if you want, in place of in elastic net, so in place of alpha is equal to, I put the value 0, alpha value 0 and L1 ratio will be 0. So let's see what is the result. So E net at alpha is equal to 0 and L1 ratio is equal to 0. So in this situation the train score will be 76.99 and the R2 score 57.85, and mean absolute error 3.78 and mean square error 34.05 and root mean square error will be 5.83. So if you want to apply the ridge regression, let's see the same values you will get. So here I am passing the alpha value is 0. So my trend score will be 76.99. So the same trend score also I got, and my R2 score will be 57.85 and mean absolute error exactly the same. So 3.780, 34.05, 5.83. So what are the values you got in elastic net at this at the parameters alpha is equal to 0 and L1 ratio 0? The same kind of results will also get when you apply the ridge regression. So ridge regression with the parameter alpha is equal to 0. So in ridge regression, when you apply the ridge regression model at alpha value 0, what are the values you got? 57.8 R2 score and mean absolute error, mean square error, root mean square, the same values you will also get in the elastic regression. So which means that the alpha value means is equal to a plus b is equal to 1. So when the L1 ratio, so L1 ratio means a by a plus b, which means that the a is equal to 1 and b is equal to 0. So at this situation, so the L1 ratio will be 1, which means that is alpha is equal to 1 and L1 ratio is equal to 1, which is nothing but the lasso, and alpha is equal to 0 and L1 ratio is equal to 0, which is nothing but the ridge regression. So this is the advantage of the elastic regression when we have the huge data set. Huge data set means when you have the about 1000 features are there. So in this kind of situation, you can suppose to apply the elastic net regression. So this is the concept. I hope you understand this concept clearly. If you have any kind of doubts, please make it in comment section. Thank you.